The police aren't the only ones trying to stop this waste of young life. In Woolwich, South London, a street gym offers an alternative to gang life and crime.
I believe that this is something that will really benefit the young people and getting them out of the estates that they're in selling drugs to now doing something constructive. And as we speak to them, we're able to deal with some of their issues.
You know what? We need to make a change, and only us in the community can make that change. My name is Obed, founder of Confuse the Body. Confuse the Body came from just a deep place in my heart, just, you know, people not around no more, people missing, and I was just thinking to myself, like, fitness was something that used to calm me down, used to make me feel stress-free, so I just thought, you know what, let me do a brand, and let me try and see if, you know, if I can impact people with my brand. Before I was doing Confuse the Body, it's like I was just trying to get a normal job, really, please my mum and dad, really, like, you know, trying to be a professional, you know, so my mum can go and tell, you know, her friend, my son works as a businessman, he's a business analyst, you know, trying to be all happy. But in life you have to, you know, dig deep, and you have to search for your purpose, because I believe that everyone in this world has a purpose. It's funny because my mum and dad used to be like, you know, Obed, go to uni and get a degree, and they used to always tell me about, you know, uni. So I always took the educational route. In the journey, you find out interesting things about yourself. Obviously, I finished uni. I went to go and do project management, and you know, I was thinking to myself, nah, this project management is not really me. Like, it's not me at all. I remember, like, my brethren used to always be like, oh, come gym. I used to be like, no, I'm not interested in this. I'm not interested. So then, like, one day I just thought, you know, let me just go gym. I went gym. I felt so relaxed, like, afterwards, like, I was like, okay, well, this gym, you know, it's actually fun. Like, you know, it was fun for me. Like, lifting weights was actually fun for me. So then, it was something I actually enjoyed, and it used to release my stress. So I remember the next 2 days, I went and got a gym membership, actually, you know. And I remember I used to use a gym called Their Gym. That's it. It's called Their Gym. When I used to go there, like, they had the 30 kgs, and that was heavy. You know, if you was lifting 30 kgs back then, everyone was looking like, yeah, you're the man. So these times, you know, obviously I couldn't lift 30s. I don't think I could even lift the 20s. I think I was doing the 16s and 14s and all of that. So then, like, I'll go there, and then, like, the 30s just became light. Like, I was doing like 20 reps on the 30s, and then back then they only had the 30s, innit? I was thinking to myself, like, this gym thing is wavy. And I had a friend called Ali, and there was I can't remember in my area called Wawa. These times they'll tell him, do a video, do something, and I was like, no, I'm not interested. I'm not really interested in all of this. When a close brother died, Jean, I remember me thinking, yeah, like, in this life you've only got one chance. It's interesting, people always ask me, like, what made me stop Confuse the Body, and what makes me go hard, like, all the time. And I'm like, do you know what makes me go hard? If you really want to know. I came with a concept called Confuse the Body. Now, Confuse the Body literally just means doing different exercises, different rep ranges, and you're just putting your body through constant work. You know what I mean? It's not coming to the gym today and do the same thing tomorrow. You need to go there and do something different. And that's what I mean by confusing your body. Just giving your body that shock in the muscle. And when you shock the muscle, your muscle grows constantly. You know what, yeah? I'm not only gonna be those guys that just show off my muscles and, you know, just talk about muscle. Like, I had to make this bigger than me. And that's what I've noticed about, like, all the other fitness people. Everyone talks about you can be like this, get like this. I'm gonna do an incentive where I'm gonna get everyone in the community to come and work out for free. You know, because a lot of people can't afford, you know, gym memberships, as and you got Anytime Fitness that are charging like £40, you know, for a membership. Then you got to pay like another £40 for just the fob. Altogether it's probably like an £80 upfront cost. All these businesses, these council businesses, Waterfront, like just charge crazy amount, like 35 this, and a lot of people can't actually afford it, like, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna help those people that actually cannot work out, because everyone deserves to, you know, be fit, healthy. You know, the things about fitness, it's not only a physical thing. I always say it's a mental thing, you know what I mean? Mental, because since I started doing fitness, I've noticed that my willpower has increased, meaning I'm able to push through in situations outside the gym, you know, whether it be, you know, family problems, you know, whether it be work related problems. I'm able to complete the task, you know, and not give up. And that is where, that's what I want Confuse the Body to be about. I want it to be a thing where we're not only building you physically, but we're also building you mentally. I'm gonna come back to my community and I'm gonna try and push it as much as possible for everyone out there. When I went to go and meet, I had a lot of concerns about, you know, Glendon, you know, the problems. That's when I come up with this theme called Fitness to the Streets, where we're gonna bring free fitness to Glendon. And we were just trying to just bring the community together, have more of a bond, wanting them to have more of a bond, because there was like little issues, little problems, like people had a problem with this, and, you know, and Fitness to the Streets is, we just want to bring everyone from all sides. We wanted people to just come, and then that's when we started Fitness to the Streets. And we're just trying to just see what else we can do for the community. We want to help the kids, we want to educate the kids on how to work together.
Oh, okay, you said the one hand, so easy. That's it. That's it. Good. Good.
I went Blackheath Blue Coat, which was in Blackheath. So I was in Blackheath for quite a bit every day, going up and down for school. And then I went Negus, which was in Plumstead / Woolwich. And then I went Woolwich Poly, that was in Thamesmead. So me, like, going to these different colleges, like, you know, meeting different people, like meeting people from Thamesmead, from Woolwich, meeting people from Charlton, meeting people from Greenwich, meeting people from Ferrier, just meeting different types of people, made me feel like I need to do something for the community. Fitness to the Streets, I want to take it everywhere in the borough. Everyone from the borough actually comes, so it's good. It's definitely a way of bringing everyone together from different communities.
Hey guys, Fitness in the Street has really benefited the borough tremendously. I'm from Greenwich Borough. I've been living here pretty much my whole life. You know, I grew up here, I was born here, and this borough is a great borough, you know. But something that I realize, especially now, is that the youngsters nowadays, they don't really have a place where they can actually go to outside of their home and actually hang around with their friends and have fun and then learn more and meet new people. And Fitness in the Street has really done that, you know. It's really brought people together, the local community together. So many different types of people, you know, young, old, you know, from different types of backgrounds. That's something that I'm really passionate about. Fitness is something that I know is something that's really important. I honestly think that, you know, if we maybe had like a bigger place or much more following, this could really become something huge.
Hi everybody, I go by the name of Rebler Artist, real name's Michael. The way Greenwich Borough has impacted my life is that it's taught me a lot of graft. The borough's also taught me how to move, how to maintain diligence in everything I do, to be honest. It's taught me not to judge, it's also taught me how to love. Fitness in the Streets stimulates the mind, creates focus. A lot of the time I feel like a lot of young people within the community, they need to channel their energy into something. And I think fitness is a very good thing. It definitely develops on, as I said before, the mind, the way you come across, the way you look. I think we're in an environment now that perception is everything. And if you take care of your body, take care of your mind, you will take care of your destiny.
Sometimes, you know, the way you're making decisions might be only through your peers or through your friends, and that's why I started Fitness to the Streets, and that is to educate the community, you know, on how to make the best decisions, how to stay healthy and how to stay fit. These things are very important. I have people like Coffee, and Coffee's like had over like 50 amateur fights in boxing. You know, he's honestly a master when it comes to boxing. I have people like Septon Chambers, you know, anti-gang crime, where he travels all around the UK to talk to people, to live a positive life, to help kids that are going for a rough time, you know. And obviously because he's been through his journey, he also can advise people not to make the wrong decisions. So Confuse the Body, we employ teachers to come and just train up the community, you know, stay fit mentally, physically, spiritually. It's just important that, you know, that we do our part.
My name's Sefton Henry, yeah. I've been to jail 7 times. I was a bit of a reckless youth, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to give you some inspiration that you can actually make it, because now I'm in the Houses of Parliament. I advise the mayor. I was the expert on NHS England. What else have I done? I'm on the team with International Human Rights, Commonwealth Secretariat. So we're talking about someone that's been jailed, that's been shot at, that's been stabbed, that's been bricked, that's been bottled. Obviously a lot of people, they kind of label us as something because of culture and so on, but they don't really know that we've all got talents, you know what I'm saying? And it's about using our talents to the best of our ability, innit? So just thank you, innit?
I feel like there's a disconnection between people that are doing very, very, very well and people that are not doing very, very well. I would like people that have done big things in the borough to come back and give talks to also help the young kids in the community, so they can show them that there's other ways, you know, to doing it. There's not one way. I think sometimes we forget there's so many ways to get to one place, but everyone makes it look there's only one way to get to it. No, like another man's way is always different from another man's way. Everyone's got their strengths and everyone's got their weaknesses. So I want big motivational people to come back and give talks for the community. One thing that the community lacks is more support, really, you know, and investment. Investing into the community. I don't think there's enough investment being done in the community, and I don't think if people have an idea, I don't think they would really want to see the idea through, because they'll probably think no one's going to invest into it, no one's going to care what I'm saying. I believe that it needs to be more support, like more money needs to be invested into, you know, the community. You know, there needs to be more programs, educational programs as well. I'll suggest for people, if there is money being invested into community, they won't know about it. That's another thing. They're not going to even know about it because no one's telling them that they're entitled to this, entitled to that. If people have ideas, which I know there's some young people in this community that have got great ideas, they'll think, what is the point? Because no one's going to listen to them, no one's going to give them a chance, no one's going to give them a voice, no one's going to invest into their idea. There needs to be more, you know, things happening in the community, more educational, you know, advice, you know, tips. We need to do things to also bring people together. I think when people just live and just lay their head down, to be more, you know, competitions, you know, that's going to bring the young people together. And that's why I Confuse the Bodies here. I'm here to bring fitness to the streets and trying to really do my part, really. If there's anybody else there that's got an idea, just bring it forward, man. You know, it can work.
So did Stephen's death change the way black Londoners are treated both by the police and by other Londoners? We have visited 3 places close to his family's home: the church where Stephen was baptised, the college where he dreamt of becoming an architect, and the running club where he nurtured his talents as an athlete. There, in their words, the thoughts of some following in Stephen's footsteps on the challenges they still face every single day.
I went to the same school as him. I knew he was an aspiring architect who was murdered simply for being black. The cultural changes that we see today still has a long way to go. I believe that there are loads of different stereotypes associated with being a black male.
Like they may perceive us as drug dealers or people that are doing, you know, negative things, whilst it's not really like that.
Growing up as a young black man in London can be hard because of the stereotypes that we have, but one thing that I will say is that we've just got to keep working harder.
Murder in South London 2 years ago of the black teenager Stephen Lawrence's family are determined to carry on their long search for the truth about his murder.
Out of the blue, he was attacked and stabbed.
Stephen Lawrence's 19th birthday, his family lead a vigil at the South London.
My mum used to always tell me about, you know, Stephen Lawrence, and then I saw his picture. And I was thinking to myself, right, I used to go to my secondary school. I used to go to a church called Trinity Baptist Church. His mum and his siblings used to go there. My mum showed me like a video of me, you know, when I was little, where, you know, she took me there when they were marching in Eltham, I looked at how, you know, how his death has had a big impact on our country and the law changing. I see his mum all the time, and you know, she smiles, and I was thinking to myself, wow, like, this lady must be going through a lot, like, you know, her son missing, and it's crazy. 1993, Stephen Lawrence was murdered because of his colour of his skin, which is just madness. It took 18 years for him to get justice. The Metropolitan Police was actually sued for racism, and it's just, you know, this is one of the things that, you know, is life-changing. I remember being thinking to myself, well, I don't want to go Eltham, I don't want to run into no one, this and that. So that's a scary thing, you know. Racism is still there. That's why I'm trying to bring everybody from Glen into the community and train everybody up to, you know, to bring people together so people can understand each other's cultures a bit more, you know, a bit better. Even though I wasn't around when he was around, but it was just one of them ones where, you know, people felt like, you know, are you really safe? Can the police really protect you if you're going through certain problems? So I felt like there was a disconnection between the police and the young black boys in the community because we didn't feel safe.
Stephen was the firstborn, yeah, and I remember when I was pregnant, I wanted to have a son, so I was more than over the moon when Stephen was born. As a baby, he had a temperament, Stephen did, you know. That hasn't changed while he was growing up. He was determined. He knew exactly what he wanted. He was very creative. He loved drawing. He took part in all the sports that happened in school. He took part in the mini marathon back in '88. I think about him practically all the time. You know, would he have had the family? You know, where would he be in his career and stuff like that? But I still have him as being a young man.
May his soul rest in peace. You know? And he will never be forgotten.
The soldier killed in yesterday's horrific attack right here in Woolwich has been named as 25-year-old drummer Lee Rigby, a member of 2nd Battalion of the Fusiliers.
I was in uni at the time. A guy like named Lee Rigby, he was stabbed, and I was thinking to myself, this is crazy. This is my community, you know. I always go past there all the time, like, and always see his flowers, and I'm thinking like, this is mad. This guy was an innocent guy.
The flowers lie here at the gates of the base of the Royal Regiment of Fusiliers. Drummer Rigby had served in Helmand province in Afghanistan and has a 2-year-old.
Scary thing, man. It's just sad, you know. His death affected a lot of people in Greenwich Borough. To see a man that was brutally murdered like that, like, on live television and watching the YouTube videos, it's just terrible, man. Young people watching that, like, you know, my little brothers and little sisters seeing that happen too. This shows you that in life you shouldn't take nothing for granted, you know, nothing for granted. And I feel like his death should always remind people that we should always stick together in problems. You know, people coming together is the most important thing. So when an issue happens, we're all able to address the situation. Fence to the streets hopefully encourages people to make the right decision, be the best version of you. That's what the most important thing is about, you know. We do tell people life is hard, and there's a lot of things that, you know, as you know, comes with life, but there's always a way, and we're here to help them, and that's what Confuse the Body is about. I've been able to network and meet more people that can do a lot more things for me.
Hi guys, my name's Anthony Okereke and I'm standing as a local election candidate for Woolwich Common Ward, and I'm here with Obed, who's been really great in terms of the project that he's running in Glendon and across the boroughs in different areas around in London.
How did you find today's event?
Yeah, I found it really good. I found it great. It was a fantastic forum that brought loads of people together. I saw people discussing, I saw people working out together, and I saw an opportunity for people to come together and build friendship. So yeah, I think it went well. What would you like for fitness in the streets? Well, I think fitness in the streets it's vital. You know, I think it's really, really vital. I think it gives people something to do, especially young people, and in a time when people are coming together, or should I say when people are not coming together, in a time where everyone is so segregated, I think fitness in the streets is a great forum that is going to be able to bring people together and work out, network, and also build relationships. But I think if you look at the discussion right now, a lot of people aren't keeping fit, and I think fitness in the streets is something that tackles that. So I would love to see it across London, I would love to see it in my local area, so please bring it to my local area.
I think it was inspiring to like see young people, like even the youngest, come and attend the sessions because they're watching other people do it. Fitness is such a great way to go. It clears your mindset, it puts energy in the right place. It's a benefit within so many different local boroughs.
I'd love this to be in Kingston. This would be amazing if it could. So if this could be in more boroughs, that would be amazing. Like the amount of people we've had today, it's been a great turnout. Like the influence is so, we've had kids, it's such a good influence to get them healthy at a young age. Like we need that because there's not many at our age that are as into this as we are. So just building healthy lifestyles for children, adults, seniors, everyone get involved.
Great thing that he's been doing here in Greenwich Borough, really changing things with the current climate and everything that's currently happening. So it's just great to see that people are giving up their own time, you know, being so altruistic and open to the community. He's a member of the community, he's always grown up, he's always been part of it, so he's experienced the hardships and the benefits of living in Greenwich and in the Glendon community, and it's great to see that he's being a light for the community and, you know, developing such things here. So I think this is your third or fourth event at the moment, and it's building up amazingly from the first and second, I must say. So it's great to see that really he's getting the backing of the community here and
build and empower the generation for tomorrow. In essence, we're just here to extend bigger brothers and bigger sisters for those around us. As an organisation, Obed has put a lot of work in to push our bodies, our minds, and the way we see things. Also, we're trying to change the mindset of these kids, promote joy amongst the young youths and even amongst the adults as well. So yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing.
And my name is William Kamara, and I'm a founder and director of a company called Train for Gains Academy. We provide personal training courses and fitness courses, vocational level 2 and level 3 courses for anyone that's trying to get into the fitness sector. We work alongside a lot of people trying to get contact with the borough. We work with Confuse the Body. Once we qualify you, we can also help you with employment. What we can do is we can either put you through a structure where it allows you to work for a gym, or it helps you with your personal training. So we help you develop yourself as a person, and we also help you as a brand. Right now there's a lot of gun crime, there's a lot of poverty, there's a lot of different things that's happening. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to incorporate fitness to get the people involved so that they can find an alternative of how to get themselves off the streets into doing something positive. We want to take it to every borough, we want to get it out in London. Hopefully it goes from London to other cities, Manchester, Birmingham. Same with Train for Gains Academy. We're starting off small, we're going to expand, we're going to take over the world. It's going to be global, it's going to be global.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm all about supporting the people, bringing people together. Myself, me and Obed have worked together before previously. One of my first tracks I ever released. It's called Work for My Money. You can see it on YouTube, on Grime Daily. I went around all the local businesses in the Greenwich Borough, and I put the businesses in my video, and I felt like it was important to also promote black-owned businesses and just help our brothers out. So you can go check it out. And as a community, we work well together. As they say, team in it together, everybody achieves more in it. That's how I live. Hopefully, we'll do more work together. And the next event, make sure you come down. Fitness in the street is good in the sense of like you never used to talk to this person, but I'm doing an event that's going to benefit you physically and mentally. You come together, have fun, eat, crack jokes, get fit, get healthy. Then it's a thing of like anyone should be able to come. People have literally come and just shaken hands and just forgotten about whatever problem they had, and that's what Fitness in the Streets is about. Good. Good. All right. Stop. Okay, everyone, take a 30-second break. Take a little break.